Members will have read it.
Sure.
Over to you how we use the 10 minutes. Just a reminder that we're being webcast.
Yes, I've been watching.
Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah. How's it looking?
You're looking pretty good, actually.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
that's
I love the consistency of the message that's coming out of the people of Ōtautahi.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, well, over to you. Welcome again.
Kia ora koutou. Good afternoon, committee. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. You have read a significant number of submissions expressing a desire to reconsider some aspects of the Greater Christchurch Regeneration Bill, to direct the Minister to accept amendments to the bill that enable greater locally led change and increased responsibility in development, decision-making and action by the citizens and institutions of Ōtautahi Christchurch. Over the past 4.5 years, we have generally endured and occasionally rejoiced in much that has been done to us by a top-down central government organisation. I acknowledge that this was essential in the first 2 to 3 years of life in post-quake Christchurch. However, the time has now come for the city to be handed back to its citizens, local government bodies and the numerous community-focused organisations and institutions who live, work and play in Ōtautahi, our place. Right from the outset, from the community engaging and possibility celebrating Share an Idea initiative, the people of Greater Christchurch have expressed a desire, a willingness, a need to be involved in the recreation of their city. Regrettably, much of this work was dismissed as the hand of central government rewrote the rulebook. Many Cantabrians still feel aggrieved at not having been listened to nor having their ideas acted upon. But we cannot change the actions or inactions of the past. Aside from property developers, much of the local population is disillusioned by the process and actions that have been put upon them from on high, disillusioned by the limited opportunities of meaningful civic discussion, engagement and action by, with and for the people of Ōtautahi. Thankfully, the Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Authority sought to address this operational error by initiating a consultation process in July of this year, seeking feedback from the citizens of Greater Christchurch and what they wanted as we look to transition from the central government-led Earthquake Recovery Authority in April 2016. As you'll be aware, the overwhelming desire by respondents is for the citizens of the city to have a greater involvement in its recreation, championing a locally led approach that commences as soon as possible, not sometime towards the end of the next 5 years. As you'll be aware, the draft transition plan published recently by Sarah states that for recovery of a city to be sustainable in the long term, it needs to be owned and led by local communities and institutions. I especially appeal to the ministers who call this region home, and I go from the list I was sent earlier, Nuka Karako, Joe Hayes, Matt Ducey and Eugenie Sage, to advocate unswervingly for this locally led option to take effect much earlier than outlined in the plan. Because it is the citizen-led community collaborative Gravel Up organisations that have kept Christchurch on the map, both nationally and internationally, not the top-down government projects. The international spotlight continues to shine on us due to citizen-led community engagement and the resulting projects that have kept the visitors coming from near and far. We have demonstrated unequivocally that the people of the city have the capacity to lead the city towards being the amazing place we all want it to be. Just a note from my submission, so it is on the record. Where is the empathy? The biggest anchor project in the city is debt. Treasury's analysis of Christchurch's economic state of affairs has been dismissed by Minister Brownlee and discredited by the Finance Minister, who actually wrote, as you'll know, the foreword to the report, Managing Government Investment Projects 2014-15. Let's have a central government politician who actually likes people working with our city leaders. Ministers Simpson, Muller, Foster-Bell, Parker, Whaitiri, Shaw and Mark, this is not a question of political affiliation. It is a human story, regardless of the right, left, red, blue, green or black. I appeal to your humanity, to your empathy, to your hearts to do what you know is right, to recommend to the Minister that central government relinquishes its control of the city by the end of 2017, giving back great Christchurch to its citizens. I'm proud to have been involved in numerous projects that have kept the heart of this city beating, not just keeping it alive, but thriving. I trust that the recommendations you make in the days ahead to the Minister will have you all also feeling that you have honoured the people of this community, that you have done the right thing. Ōtautahi ChCh, this is Tūranga Waiwai, our place, our home. Let us be the ones that make it work. Thank you.
Trent, thank you very much. Now, members, are there questions? Paul Foster-Bell.
Just briefly, thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you for the promotion to Minister, but most of us on this side are mere backbenchers. Look, I just wanted to respond to one point, and knowing both Minister Brownlee and Minister English personally, I think it would be fair to say they are people who put people and human values at the centre of what they do. So you obviously have an opinion on that, but my experience of working with them is that they're very centred on what works for people here, rather than buildings, land, and the more materialistic values.
Great. I have one question, if I may.
Well, it's more a matter of us hearing your thoughts and views, but
Sure.
go ahead. Can't guarantee an answer.
I have my 10 minutes, it's still ticking. My question was, and it was to the parliamentary officer who was communicating via email with us. I was curious as to know who your advisors are. I believe that after this sort of series that you go through, so the advisors, what is their background? So do the advisors want to speak? I'd just be curious to know what your sort of your legacy is to arrive at this point.
The advisors unfortunately don't have speaking.
They could use their outside
powers,
voices.
but I can tell you that they are from the Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Authority. We've got principal advisors, we've got acting advisors, chief legal advisors. We've got a whole range of advisors. Actually, I'm not even reading from the right list, but they are all hard-working and diligent public servants, professional and experienced in their roles.
And is there a community representation on that advisory panel?
You're it. I mean, we hear submissions from any and all community people that want to
Yep.
participate.
And from that next level, though, is there people from our immediate community?
Yes, your elected representatives, some of which are, who are from Canterbury. That's the beauty of our intimate, precious little democracy.
Fantastic.
Trent, thank you for your submission. I very much appreciate you taking time to both write a written one and be here for us today. I'm now going